Good afternoon to you all. Myself Misbah Salim Atar. I am from BEEMTC and today I am presenting on the IT fundamentals of the cybersecurity from the honor minor cybersecurity. First, we will discuss about the introduction to the cybersecurity tools and the cyber attacks, security rules, process and operating system security, cybersecurity complaints, frameworks and system administrator, network security and database. Now we further move for the next slide. So there are lots of many content like introduction, category of the cybercrime, type of the cybercrime, types of the security tool, advantages and cybersecurity, safety tips to the cybercrime and references. So now let's start with the introduction. So in this introduction, the intent in the India is growing rapidly. There are the two sides to coin. Internet also has its own disadvantages in the cybercrime illegal activity committed on the internet. Crime committee using computer and the internet to steal person identity or the illegal import or the malicious program. Cyber crime is an activity done using the computer and the internet. Cybersecurity refers to the technologies and the perform designed to protect computers, networks and data from authenticate access and attacks delivered via the internet by the cybersecurity criminals. Through the cybersecurity is important for the network, data and application security. The object of the cybersecurity is to establish rules and measure to the use of against attacks over the internet. So this is a basically introduction of the internet cybersecurity. So from the nowadays internets are going to be the big things to doing the cyber crimes. So this is kind of the introduction. Now we move forward for the next slide. That is, what is the cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is the protection of the internet connected system, included hardware, software and the data from the cyber attacks. In the computing context, security compromises cybersecurity and the physical security. Both are used by the enterprises to protect against unauthorized access to data centers and the other computerized system. Information security, which is designed to maintain the configurability, integrity and availability of the data, is a subset of the cybersecurity. Now we move forward for the next slide. The CIA triad of the information security. The CIA, that is the three type of the triangle that is are used in the information security, that is the confidentiality, integrity and availability. Confidentiality means क्या ensures that data or an information system is accessed by only an authorized person. Only authorized person can handle the confidentiality. Next thing is integrity. So integrity is assured that the data or information system can be trusted. Ensure that this is edited by only authorized persons and the remain it is original state when at rest. So integrity is that of the thing that we have only authorized person can handle it, none other person can handle. Availability means data and information system are available when required. When we require the data and information, the required is availability. So now let's move forward for the next slide, that is the security and the privacy. So in the security and privacy, security refers to how your personal information is protected, and in privacy is related to the any rights you have to control your personal information and how it is. Example, privacy policy is an example of the privacy. So next term is categories of the cyber crime. We can categorize cyber crime in the two ways: the computer as a target and computer as a weapon. So now we see that the computer as a target, using a computer to attack other computer, example hacking, virus, worm attack, DOS attack, etc. And the second one thing is the computer as a weapon, using a computer to commit a real world crime, example credit card fraud, etc. So nextly we moving for the another slide is principle of the computer security. In the principle of the computer security, there are the 5 stages like application, service, middleware, operating system, OS kernel and hardware. There are the operating system, OS kernel and the hardware. They are the top means bottom 3 layers. Applications are like an hacker attack at the level below the security primer, means they are the hacker that attack the below of the security parameter. So how do you stop an attack from the getting access to the layer below your protection mechanism? So now every protection mechanism defines a security parameter, that is a boundary like that. So attackers try to bypass protection mechanism. So next we find the types of the cyber crimes. So let's start it with the types of the cyber crimes. Hacking, phishing, criminal services, spam mail, cyberware, adware, malware, ATM skimming, and the point of the scale crimes and ransomware. They are all of the type of the cyber crimes. So now let's take one by one. So first is hacking. Hacking is a simple term, means an illegal instruction into the computer system and or a network. It is also known as a cracking. Government website are the hot target of the hackers due to the press coverage it receives. Okay, next, phishing. Phishing is a fraudulent attempt usually made through the email to steal your personal information. Phishing is the attempt to obtain the sensitive information such as the username, password, and the credit card's details, often for the malicious reasons through an electronic communication such as an email. A common online phishing scam started with an email message and that appears to come from a trusted source, but actually directs recipients to the private information to the fraudulent made websites like that all. So next we move forward for the phishing. So now, like, what is the process of the phishing? Send out the thousands of the phishing emails with that link to be fake website. You have to be in your emails. Very much of the phishing websites are there, and if you are opening that phishing mails, automatically your login informations are going over to the crimes. Okay, so now if you thousands of the mails of the phishings are now sent, so the next person is victim click on the link of the email believing it is a legal time, and they enter the personal information, and the fraudster compile the stolen data and sell it online or use it themselves. That is the frauds. This is an phishing. Can you understand that? So now let's move for the next slide. That is a denial of the services. This is an act by the criminal who flood the bandwidth of the victim network. In the DOS attack, a hacker uses a single internet connection to either exploit a software vulnerability or the flood, or target with the fake request, usually in attempt to the exhausted server resources. On the other hand, what is the denial of services attacks are launched for multiple connected devices that are distributed across the internet. So now let's move forward with the figure of the DOS attack, that is a single internet attacks attacked masterminds like that. You have seen on the figure on the slides. So now let's move on to the next slide. A spam mail. Email spam is electronic version of the junk mail. It involves sending unwanted message, often unsalted advertising, to a large number of recipients. Spam is a serious security concern, and it can be used to deliver a Trojan horses, viruses, worms, spyware, and the targeted phishing attack. So now let's move forward for the malware. It is a malicious software such as a virus, worm, and the Trojan, which is specially designed to disrupt or the damage computer system or the mobile device. Hacker use a malware for any number of reasons, such as extracting personal information or the password, stealing money, or the preventing owners for the accessing their devices. Viruses are the form that attaches malwares to the computer file and then circulate them to other files and to other computers on the network. They are usually affected the data on the computer and mobile devices either by the altering or the deleting it. So now let's worm, Trojans, they are all are the viruses, actually one kind of the viruses. Next is a spyware. Spyware is a type of the malware that hackers use to spy on you in order to gain access to your personal information, banking detail, or the online activity. We should protect ourselves by an anti-spamware tools. Okay, adware is a type of the malware that is bombards you with the endless ads and pop-up windows that will potentially be dangerous for your device. The best way to remove adware is to use adware removal tool. ATM skimming and the point of scale crimes. You know very well that ATMs are now going to be the scalpel crimes. It is a technique of the compromising the ATM machine by initializing the scamming devices, top mechanism, keyword like that. So all the ATM skimming is one of the kind of the dangerous things from the nowadays. Types of a cyber attacks by percentage. You can find on the screen which type of the percentage of the in financial sector like that, and denial of the services like that you can see on the screen. So type of the security tool is one of the most important in the IT sector, that we have to be a security tools. Understanding CVE, CWE, CVSSS, like that, all the top 10 security tools. Wireshark demonstration, Nmap demonstration, and Nessus, they all are the security tools. So what is a CVE? CVE is the common vulnerability and exposure. It is the catalog of the knowing security threats. The catalog is sponsored by the United States Department of the Homeland Security, and the threats are divided into the two categories, that is vulnerability and exposure. CVE is a database, like one kind of database, and the National Institute of the Standard Technology, NIST, was developed by the database and the MTR Corporation. So next is Wireshark. Wireshark is a network packet analyzer. A network packet analyzer will try to capture a network packet and tries to display that packet data as detailed as possible. And in the past, such tools were either very expensive, proprietary, or the both. However, with the advent of the Wireshark, all has changed nowadays. People use Wireshark for the network administration, troubleshooting, bug protocol, and all the things. Features. India stands 10th in the cybersecurity crime in the world. There are a lot of very percentage for the India. 10th in the cyber crime. That's it for my side. Thank you.